This is a hugely competitive betting race, and hopefully let's go over to Will, who will tell us the updates on the prices.
Yeah, Junction 14, only a narrow favourite. Might have been some more money around for him earlier on in the day. He's just sort of coming back to the others a little bit more in the betting now. He's a 9-2 favourite, 5-1 if in doubt. He's being well supported. Likewise, River Maig, who's 11-2. Safia Deru is 13-2, 15-2 about Caliph Aramis, and 8-1 for Spirit of Shankly, and it's 12's Bar, which includes Home Run and Like Minded, a couple that we've already mentioned.
Okay.
Big mover, I'd just say if in doubt into 5-1 now.
If in doubt, I mean, everyone's following your selections today, I'm sure. You know, maybe we've got Yankees and trebles across.
They've seen Dare Me bolt up and they've gone and.
We've got a little time. Obviously, we've given plenty of opportunity, and for what it's worth, I like Junction 14, but I'm not on form this afternoon, as you would have noticed. So it's going to be interesting. I think they're going down to post. Very quickly, I wanted to mention about the World Hurdle. We might be able to touch on that a little bit more, but we noticed that Twiston Davis is going to be riding.
Big news today. Sam Twiston Davis is picking up the ride on Big Bucks for the Cleve, and it looks like and sounds like for the actual World Hurdle in March. I think Andy Stewart's comments alluded to the fact that he wouldn't have a ride in the race and they didn't want to have to worry about negotiating with other jockeys, and that was it. So Sam Twiston Davis is up. I didn't know what you guys thought about that.
I think it's a bit of a, well, I don't know how it works down at Ditchy, but I think it's a bit of a slap in the face to Daryl Jacob. I know he gets on well with Celestial Halo, but I think if you have the chance to ride Big Bucks or Celestial Halo, it's the same owner, obviously. I think you go for Big Bucks every time.
Every day of the week, yeah.
It's a little bit of a kick in the face for him, I feel, but obviously I don't know the situation, how it's worked out at Ditchy.
I mean, I mean, obviously you're friends with Daryl, and I wouldn't want you to pride that, but how do you feel? I mean, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because Tristan, I was going to say Nigel Twiston Davis. Nigel Twiston Davis has not ridden for Paul Nicholls, but I mean, it's a surprise jockey change, isn't it?
Yeah, I was shocked. If I'm honest, I was shocked to see he was down to ride it.
I don't think he was in the predicted betting when there was one firm that were offering odds, because it was a bit left field. Obviously, Sam's ridden for the yard before. I suppose
on Tidal Bay this year, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And Union East at Aintree. He's done well when he's come in, but I just think it's a bit of a Daryl Jacob. Obviously, if you had the choice, you'd be riding Big Bucks.
Okay. I think they're just about getting off there. So quickly, your selection.
Oh, if in doubt.
If in doubt.
River Maig.
Like-minded.
Okay, and I'm looking for the final burst of Junction 14. Let's go over to Will for this Lanzarote at Kempton.
Thanks, guys. I've all cleared the first safely enough. If in doubt, the back marker who actually made a slight mess of the first flight of hurdles, held up in the early stages by AP McCoy. Last of all, with River Maig just in front of him. They're both racing towards the middle of the track, but at the leader, Malatree, right on the inside, to go with Art Professor. Ever front pair early on, with Fox Cub in the green colours close up, with Gores Island pulling hard with the yellow cap and sleeves as they reach flight number 2, where Malatree pops over in front. There was a slow leap by Home Run in the midfield, who just lost a few places as they now reach the end of the back straight. Pretty steady pace, to be honest, and the lead is held by Malatree, the recent runaway Fakenham winner. Leads here in the hands of Tom Scudamore from Art Professor in second. Fox Cub around the outside is into third, ahead of Gores Island and then Caliph Aramis and Ryan Hatch next through in the black and red checks. Safia Deru a little bit wider, and widest of all the top weight Party Rock, the dark blue with a yellow star on the cap. Towards the inside rails is Spirit of Shankly in the dark green and dark blue, and they're being followed next through towards the wide outside next by Like Minded in the white colours. Junction 14 next in the very pale silks, 2 from the left towards the back of the field at this point, together with River Maig, and last of all is If in Doubt as they continue on towards flight number 3. Malatree pops over from Art Professor as another mistake by Home Run in the midfield. With in third place Gores Island, who's still pulling hard for Tom Cannon towards the inside, and then Fox Cub towards the outside, who's next, with Caliph Aramis improving as well to come and share issue for third place as they take that next flight of hurdles. Another mistake by Home Run together with Party Rock, who's just dropped back into the penultimate place in the hands of young Connor Ring, and has now dropped back to last behind If In Doubt as they pass the judge with a circuit left to go. Malatree from Art Professor. Fox Cub is in third around the outside of Caliph Aramis, and Gauze Island away to the inside. Another length or so then to Saphir Daru, that one racing on the outside of Junction 14 in the Pale Silks, with on the inside Spirit of Shankly, and the back quartet are made up of Light Minders, who's widest of all, white to the red Triple Diamond, then River Meg are driven along Party Rock, and If In Doubt also make up that back quartet. Continuing on towards their next flight of hurdles, and the lead continues to be held by Malatree as they approach the fifth. Malatree in close from Art Professor in second, and Party Rock at the back of the field, almost refused there for Connor Ring, was propelled up in the saddle, and that one is gradually losing touch as they reach the sixth flight. Malatree from in second place Caliph Aramis, and again another very slow jump by Party Rock, who's rather dropping anchor and spitting the dummy out at the rear of the field, as now Art Professor comes under some pressure and loses some places towards the front end. Malatree by just over a length to in second place Caliph Aramis, then Fox Cub, Art Professor on the inside. Junction 14 is improving, he's now into sixth place in the Pale Silks in the hands of Richard Johnson. Then on the outside Saphir Daru, Gauze Island now losing a place or two ahead of Home Run, then River Meg still held up with Light Minded out wide of the field, then If In Doubt, Spirit of Shankly, and tailed off Party Rock. Down the back straight then they've completed a circuit, they've got 4 more flights to jump in the Lanzarote. Malatree joined by Fox Cub, and Saphir Daru scraped his nose across the turf, a bad mistake towards the outside. Spirit of Shankly was also given a wake-up call towards the back of the field, and Home Run also off the bridle as they come on towards 3 out. Malatree on the inside, in the centre of the course Fox Cub and Caliph Aramis, then Junction 14 who's tracking with Saphir Daru, Gauze Island next to men If In Doubt, who's stalking them up for AP as well as they take 3 from home, where Malatree now starts to fall right back through them. River Meg's another rapid improver with Light Minded. Race complexion has completely changed as they end the back straight. Fox Cub just in front over Junction 14. On the inside Caliph Aramis, on the outside Saphir Daru, who's recovered well after that bad mistake. River Meg just being asked to pick up now, and then Light Minded, If In Doubt, and Home Run's Plucky. He's just managed to reach the back end of this group but has plenty to do, and it's between this front group of 6 or 7. And Junction 14 leads them in from Caliph Aramis, Saphir Daru on the outside, and then If In Doubt towards the inner, Light Minded on the outer, still a chance, and then Fox Cub clear of Home Run down towards the final 2 flights of hurdles, and Saphir Daru on the near side on the bridle picks it up from Junction 14 at 2 from home. Saphir Daru from Junction 14, Light Minded now produced in between them. At the back River Meg was pulled up sharply together with Gauze Island. If In Doubt staying on towards the centre, but Saphir Daru is in front by 4 or 5 lengths approaching a final flight. Saphir Daru at the last over safely from Light Minded and If In Doubt. Junction 14 was a heavy faller at the last one, very tired, and Saphir Daru punched out here by Harry Derham. An easy winner at Sandown last time out, and a pretty easy winner today. Saphir Daru made a bad mistake but still won well from If In Doubt, Light Minded third, and Spirit of Shankly and Caliph Aramis.